Sar on the flanks, and Beauvau the line in front of midfield. Lots of changes for Zinedine Zidane. Cup rotation with Sia in net. He does stick with Carvajal and Van, but the left side is new. Marcos Llorente anchoring the midfield. Kovacic and Ceballos. And you look mid-3. And forget the BBC. It's VAM. About ready to get us underway. Real Madrid in their dark road kits, while the blue and white of Leganés will be too many players in white.
Yeah.
World Cup on the horizon, and that's also something we think about. A lot of pressure, not just on the big names.
Yep.
Casilla clears it away under pressure. The likes of an Asensio, the likes of a Vasquez, what can they do off the bench?
Absolutely. You're talking about Vasquez, Asensio. Obviously, Carvajal will be in the mix for Furia Roja. We see
probe and poke for weakness. Nice ball into the corner, but just offside. Would imagine Marcos Llorente would drop back to cover until Nacho can step in.
A little bit late in terms of the service. It was this is going to be tough. This is a big test for this young Real Madrid squad.
Now, a little collision just outside the area. This time the whistle will blow. Talk about the Numancia game, and it looked easy in the first leg. It was 3-0, but it was still a 1-0 game with 2 minutes to go.
Bale comes on, a couple touches, and Real Madrid advances. So, but there's no Bale Madrid fans want.
Champanet leaning near post. It'll curl in across the 6, and the launch header up and over by Rafa Varane.
And after Pepe left to go to Turkey, to Beşiktaş, everybody thought Varane was ready to step in and be that partner with Sergio Ramos. He's had his good years.
Ceballos tries to get fancy. Falls for Rico. Center of the Parquerazo. Real Madrid getting
a lot of space in and around the penalty area. Ceballos has to track back. Caught out of position, but El Jar, that dribbling, maybe he's the one that could, in terms of an individual move, break down the defense. We've seen Florentino Perez and the Real Madrid board members in the past fire coaches for less.
Although when you think about it, it's their neighbors. We talk much about Getafe, but as the ball poked free, Kovacic gets there and tries to tuck it in, and it looks like he sends it wide with Champagne at his mercy.
Very lucky to. Oh, it's a poor touch there by Ruben Perez. Gives it up, and Kovacic knows he's got to finish that. Tries to go to that near post.
Tried to caress it in, but never quite got it to turn.
Maybe if he plays to his left and then just opens up those hips, far post is wide open there. He knows it. Zidane frustrated for sure. Absolutely. So Zidane has to turn things around very quickly.
Beauvau challenging, tricks down, Casillas pounces. Carvajal pleading for protection, but considering the fact what he got away with earlier, you can't blame Beauvau for trying.
Absolutely. Shoulder checked him a few minutes earlier.
Perez.
Oh, that's got to be a yellow.
By Vasquez.
Even red, maybe.
Now again, intent to injure. More than just reckless. We're going to have to take another look. It looks like Lucas Vasquez saying, I didn't do anything.
Looked like he pushed him intentionally. Ball goes out.
There is a little push there.
There is a little bit.
Now, does he make a meal of it, Ruben Perez?
He's pulling the jersey of Lucas Vasquez. Goes out. It sounded.
Chardentito, ex-Vallecano man in. Collision. Beauvau. And that could be dangerous play against the Guadalupan international. Looked like he might have been trying for a bicycle.
His favor a few minutes ago.
Dangerous ball in. And catching it on the noggin was Llorente. And that should be to probably quite familiar. Moran coming up through Lawson. Beauvou out of the non-system. Eventually to Lyon. Edge of the area. And scraping the chalk of the 18. Asensio brought down.
This has become kind of a physical match. Some tough challenges, some rough tackles, especially on Real Madrid players by Leganés players.
Lofted in, met on the volley by Carvajal, and then deflected clear. Should be a corner for Real Madrid, but that was almost caught on the sweet spot.
Yeah, well done by Real Madrid here. This is an excellent off the training ground for Real Madrid, leads to a corner.
Out comes Champagne and back in Carvajal, trying to control it. Ceballos taken down as the ball flies away. The Argentine goalkeeper rolling the dice. There was contact, but as he went for the ball, he gets the break. Sweet touch.
It was a great touch there by Ceballos. Goalkeeper does well. The cutoff angle does get the ball. Had him actually out of bounds before.
Right into the corner. Carvajal bundled over. Naranjo saying, "What did I do?" Jose Sanchez, in all competition, thrown 4 players out and called penalties 4 times, but in the Copa del Rey, only about 3 yellows a game, and yet to pull a red or point to the spots
late in games.
Kovacic, maybe one last gasp before the whistle. Wide for Asensio. Asensio to the goal line, sweeps it across, and the flashing run looked like Vasquez couldn't find it as the first half whimpers to a close.
Yeah, disjointed for Real Madrid. I don't understand how this ball gets through with about 7 Leganés players in the area, 4 of them in the 6-yard box. But it's been a disjointed attack effort for Real Madrid. They haven't had that cohesion. And let's see what Zidane does in the second half to tweak it, make it better.
Just 2 losses in their last 13.
About putting the pressure on.
Quick feet from Isco. Yeah. Now Asensio. Again, the early injury to Vallejo taking one attacking weapon away. But Isco and Modric have added a spark. 90th minute of protest. Oh! And the 90th minute leads to what should be a game-winning shot from Marco Asensio, ending his drought and ending Leganés' hopes.
Marco Asensio,
as you said, they tend to be real and they tend to be spectacular.
Yeah. And in this case, it is completely unexpected as well. It's Asensio who starts the movement, drifts into area. Isco out wide to Dale. And then look at the movement here. He floats towards the middle and then sharpens up right before and then gets a boot to it, getting in front of the defender. But it's Asensio who brought the ball up in the first place and then